What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy, George J. Smooth Torres. Welcome to another segment of Mill City Boxing. And today we have Daniel Blancas, 21 years old, undefeated prospect, 5-0, just joined the Benavidez camp. How are we doing today, brother?
I'm doing real good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, man, tell me a little bit about your amateur accolades and stuff like that moving forward.
Yeah, I started boxing when I was eight. My dad's been my trainer. Um, he's always been taking me to fights, to nationals. Got some national titles under my belt too. So I got that amateur pedigree, good amateur experience that really helps me.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, tell me, man, tell me about some of these high level guys that you got to spar with, that you got to share the ring with.
Yeah, so I've been down here. I've been sparring with David, of course, Jose Jr. Diego Pacheco. So sparring all of these guys has been amazing. I've been learning a lot. We've all been helping all of us get better, and I'm excited for all of our fights coming up.
Nice, nice. And any other more high level guys that you got to share the ring with before entering with the Benavides camp?
I'd say no, that they're the only ones for now at least. But I'd love
Awesome.
to for everybody, whoever I can.
Absolutely, absolutely. So March 25th, you're going to be on the card. How exciting this is going to be
Yeah.
on this big stage.
I'm super excited. This is just amazing. Fighting at the MGM Grand. I'd assume that's every boxer's dream.
Absolutely, absolutely. You before you stated that you're going to be fighting a guy from Texas. As you know, in small terms, what can you tell us what type of style you have as far as fight style?
I'd like to say I bring an exciting style. I like to fight, give the fans something worth watching. I like to come to fight. I like to bring it. But at the end of the day, I can still box. I can bang. I can brawl. I can switch it up. So I'm definitely in a. I feel like I'm a fighting. I mean, I'm an exciting fighter to watch.
So what were the decisions on wanting to, go and train with Jose Benavidez and the Benavidez team?
I've always liked how they train, and once I got invited to the training camp out here, I really loved it. They all work hard. They're all very nice. We all treat each other with respect. We push each other, and I feel like this is a great fit for me.
Awesome, man. Awesome, man. Let's get straight into the juice now. All right. So, when we talk about David Benavidez and sharing the ring with him, what would you have to say that experience is?
Amazing. David is super talented. His pressure in the ring is he's definitely feel it. So this fight is gonna be really really exciting.
Nice, nice, nice. How many total rounds have you worked with David?
Man, it's been a long 3 months, as I had said before. Sparring David, Jose Jr., Diego over these long 3 months. It's well over 100 rounds.
Without spilling all the beans, right? Tell me about like training camp and like how it's been, how you guys switch up the sparring partner, strength and conditioning and all that.
Oh, everything's been great. This camp, David's been saying he's super comfortable since it's here in Washington. He feels very comfortable being here with his family. Uh, his gym is close by, so everything's just been going good for him. He's just so excited to get in the ring and finally show what he can do.
So you've been working with David for over 3 months now. So, describe like from the first month to like now being in fight shape.
Oh, there's definitely a big difference. Now especially when he's in fight shape, he's super fast, explosive, getting stronger. So on March 25th, everyone's gonna see what he's been working towards, and all that hard work is definitely gonna pay off for all of us.
Right, right, right. So when we talk about like things that, a lot of people don't talk about David, some of the underrated skills that he possesses. Tell me a little bit about that.
Some what people don't give him his credit for is his defense. They're saying no, no defense, but that's not true. He definitely does have defense, and I've been seeing it more and more every sparring session. So once for this fight, he's definitely gonna put all his tools to use. You know, this is a big fight for him, and he's super motivated.
Absolutely. So, when we talk about, punching power, punching selection, speed, gas tank, tell me everything. I don't leave out anything.
When it comes to that, that's all David. He's been having 15 round sparring sessions with all of us and a bunch of sparring partners. Every round is like he's fresh. He feels good, and it's crazy to see that because you hear about it. You're like, oh, he did 15 rounds, but you're probably thinking like, oh, they probably weren't that much. But no, no. Every round he's been throwing power punches, speed, explosive, and he's been looking fresh every round with every sparring partner. So to the people that are saying that he's gonna tire out and gas out, he's definitely not.
What has surprised you in, working with David so far, as far as sharing the ring with him is?
I've always known David trained hard when he stepped into the gym, but seeing it firsthand, I definitely can see how he got his name, everything he's accomplished and why he's one of the best. Every time he steps into the gym, he comes in ready to work and it's definitely motivating to see.
How's the energy inside the gym? Because we already know that this is like I say it a grudge match, a blood match.
Yeah.
What type of energy does he give off of when it comes down to training? But then obviously tell me a little bit of some things that he says to you about, what he's gonna do to David.
Yeah. The energy is always real good in the gym. We always train hard. We're always pushing each other and especially having David there, it's just seeing him hitting the bag, doing pads, that gives you the extra boost you need to keep working hard, because as you said this is a grudge match. He does not like Caleb at all. So he's been saying he's like, oh, I'm so ready for this fight. I'm gonna fuck Caleb Plant up and just all that trash talking that has been going on between them. So March 25th is that time to settle it.
When people say that, they're kind of scared of David Benavidez's mental coming into this fight, being overly excited. You've been in the ring with him and you've been training with him. I've also talked to his father. He says that he's very disciplined. He's seen lots of changes in his son, as far as maturity is concerned. What do you think about, working with him for the 3 months now? Where does his mental stand now?
Mentally, he's very locked in. He's focused. He knows what he wants. And I get it with him saying some stuff that he said, but I totally understand when you hate somebody, you can't say you can't be nice. He's just saying it how it is, and he doesn't like Caleb Plant at all. And I feel like some of these people and fans think that it's not real, but the beef between them is totally real. And what you said about him, the changes, yeah, he definitely has been making changes more, like more professional, as his dad said, more disciplined. I know he had his struggles making weight in the past, but right now he's looking real good, and he's definitely learned from that.
So as far as your job in the ring, being his one of the main sparring partners, and you have Diego Pacheco and Jose. Obviously, you guys are doing the Rob Robbins. What other things you guys are doing in sparring? As far as are you guys doing a little bit of like trying to mimic David, Caleb Plant style by any means?
Yeah, trying to mimic another fighter's style is kind of hard, because everyone has their own style, their own things that they do. But what we try to do, we just try to give him the best of us, our best possible work, and to push him, push ourselves as well, get better. Because at the end of the day, all that sparring is definitely important, and all sparring is good sparring.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the same time, you got to have a training mechanism. You have to have a game plan. And David Benavidez has stated that he does believe that he's going to knock Caleb Plant out. We did get to see that when Caleb Plant fought Canelo Alvarez, he was on his bike. He was
Mhm.
moving around in a 22-foot ring. I'm assuming you guys are training in a 22-foot ring. Am I right?
I believe so. Yeah, I think we are.
All right. So, I mean, as far as, getting on your bike when it comes down to, fighting in the back foot, I'm pretty sure that's part of the game plan in sparring, right?
Yeah, yeah. We try to give him different looks on everything, mix it up however we can, and we can't make it easy for him either, you know?
True, true. So you do mention 15 rounds going back to old school.
Yeah, those 15 rounds are crazy. Hearing about it, is like, oh, 15 rounds, maybe they're not so tough, but nope. They definitely are. Every round is intense. He's throwing explosive power punches. He's fast. He's still fresh, head movement on point, defense. And come fight night with those 10-ounce gloves, he's definitely gonna show what he can do.
If you had to call it, I'm a betting man in boxing. I'm trying to figure out what rounds I want to put my money on. If you had to choose, what round do you think Caleb Payne gets out of there?
Uh-huh. I really think it's gonna be in round 8 or 9 because in those beginning rounds, David has to get his engine going. He has to start. He has to be smart, definitely. But once he catches his rhythm and gets in his groove, and he starts applying that pressure and landing those power punches, is is gonna be you'll see, it's gonna be a knockout.
In the fight with Canelo Alvarez, I mean, a lot of people had Caleb Plant up before the 11th round knockout. How do you see this fight playing out?
It's definitely going to be a good fight. Like I had said, mentioned before, at the end of the day, the real winners are boxing fans because this is a big fight and a really exciting fight for everything, you know?
I spoke upon, your last card. You was on the Figueroa versus Magliano card. Another big
Mhm.
stage, but this stage you have to admit is definitely going to be different. It's going to be bigger. You're going to have more stars. You're going to have a bigger crowd. When it
Mhm.
comes down to you, how do you embrace that feeling?
Oh, I definitely love that feeling, that adrenaline rush you get walking to the ring and out of that tunnel, hearing the fans scream, the music playing, the lights, all that. Me personally, I feel like that gives me an extra push of motivation to do even better.
Absolutely. And I also heard that, you have another brother that, is an amateur boxer.
Yep, I have my little brother. Although he's 15 years old right now, he's definitely going to be the next one up after me, and I'm excited to have him alongside me when we both are in the pros.
Well, that's great, man. That's great. Well, man, you guys already know this is Daniel Blanca, the Iceman, is right. Before we go, right, let everybody know how you got your nickname and also give anybody the shout outs as well.
Yeah, how I got my nickname was we had a old coach at my gym before. He gave it to me because before a fight I was always going around touching people with my hands and they were just super super close. And he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna just call you the Iceman," and I just stuck with it.
That's awesome, man. Last minute shout outs.
Any shout I want to give a shout out to all the people that have been supporting us. Thank you, and tune in on March 25th to see all that hard work pay off.
Absolutely. Much love, man. Daniel Blanca, the Iceman. Much love to you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too, brother.